So with the valvetronic motor now on and taken out of service mode, we can now undo my stupid strings here, and we can start plugging in the rail for the ignition coils. So yeah, so I'm going to undo my pretty little string setup here. Alright, those strings are gone. Before I continue any further, I forgot I'm going to attach the panel that I removed back here that covers the two strap braces, and I'm going to attach the bolts that I removed from the wiper cowl. Okay, that's tight enough. So yeah, I just fit that with a wobble, 10mm socket, and a couple extensions. Alright, now we can go ahead and attach this panel right here. Just goes on like this, and the strut braces on the sides just going through those holes. So like I said before, I'm missing the centermost bolt. So I'm just going to do the two on the sides. They takes these like little 10mm, they're actually screws, not bolts. So let's pop this guy in. It goes in like this. Okay. Okay, those don't really need to be tightened too much, but I'm just gonna give them a little twist. Okay, there's that. Okay, those are good to go. Now we can finally plug in our crankcase hose back here. So yeah, I'm just gonna take it and try to click it in. Click it into place. You should hear a click. So yeah, that snapped right into place. So I can now put this stupid harness back on and plug in the rest of my wires. So let's go ahead and throw this rail on there. Okay, there seemed to be a little bit of fuel or maybe even oil in my in fuel injectors, so I cleaned them out with some electronics cleaner and sprayed them with compressed air. So now they're all nice and clean. Let's just kind of go and talk about these clips on the bottom of the injector rail. So yeah, so you can see the clips. There's some oil and fuel and gunk in there too, so I'll probably clean them as well. But yeah, you can see how I have the clips situated, so like that. They just kind of sit in the recess there on the plastic. But yeah, so I just have all of these clips set up, and I'm going to push it down and hope they lock into place. Now we can go ahead and get our injector rail on. Just gonna line up all the harness connections, or all the injector connections. Okay, those are all on. It's seated nicely, and then we're just gonna click it into place. There you go. Make sure every clip is seated properly and on there. Okay, let's go ahead and plug in the two grounds, the ground cables for the on the ignition coil wiring harness. Just takes the two 8mm nuts. Okay. Alright, those are good. Good to go. So I got all 6 brand new fuel injectors. They are Bosch. And depending on the injectors you get, the older style ones, you'll hear a click when you plug them in or push them down into the spark plug. But these are new ones, and or the updated models, and you're not really supposed to hear that click. So yeah, let's just put them in. Just pop them down. Okay. Okay, ignition coils are in. Okay, let's go ahead and get some of the rest of this stuff plugged in. So let's do the eccentric shaft sensor. Let's go plug this guy in right here, just like so. Line it up and click it on. Okay, that should be good to go. So now we just gotta figure out where all these other wires that I disconnected go. So I've got these guys from the fuel injector electronics. So this one is gonna go here. Okay, so that's just gonna clip in like so. Okay, that's there. This is going to go right here, I presume. Another oil related one. Okay, that's clipped on there. Just remember that you've got 2 sensors right here, one on top, one on bottom. The ignition coil rail, that connects to the top sensor, and then the fuel injector rail connects to the bottom sensor. So we'll go ahead and put the bottom one first, right, like so. Okay, that's clipped on. Okay, we'll clip the top sensor up here. So, okay, that's clipped in. I'm gonna go ahead and get these the ECU box all situated. So let's go ahead and install the ground and positive cables. So this ground is just going to go right here by the wiper fluid fill nozzle, and then the 2 positive connections are going to go right here. So let's do the positives first. So this is just a 10mm bolt. Right, Joe. This positive cable just uses a 10mm bolt. Okay, that's on. Let's go ahead and get this ground hooked up. Get the ground strap right here. Okay, get my nut on. Okay, and that is also a 10mm nut. Okay, grounds are on. Okay, so now we can go ahead and install this guy just on the hose, or this hose on the coolant reservoir. Just pops on like that, and then make sure you hit your clip. I think from here we're basically done. I can go ahead and throw on the engine cover and do all that shit, like the wiper cowl, put the strut braces on and all that stuff. But before I do that, now's a good time to just get your battery hooked up and make sure everything is running. Make sure the car starts, everything is running as it should. Make sure your valve cover is not leaking and all that stuff before you go and do, 30 minutes worth of work. So I was gonna wait until I could get all these wiring harnesses routed, but I want to go ahead and test the car first, make sure it's all working. Okay, so let's get this guy on. This guy faces upwards, like so. You'll see, because the little plastic panel guy cover thing, it basically goes like this. So you can tell that it's this cable's facing upward. So yeah, this is the direction that it goes, like so. So that is a 13mm. Okay, that's on there. Let's go ahead and put this plastic cover on already. Fuck it. Okay, so that goes on just like so. Alright, so now with this plastic cover back on, we can go ahead and plug the battery in the back of the car, and then we'll go ahead and turn the ignition on, or the accessory mode on. We're not going to start the car yet, but we're going to run that so that the valvetronic motor can like relearn or readapt itself. And then we'll go ahead and start it, make sure the car's working. Once I know it's working and there's no leaks, then we'll go ahead and put all the rest of the cowl and clips and all that bullshit, the strut bars and all that bullshit. So yeah, let's hope it works. Alright, so now that we know that nothing is leaking and everything seems to be working in proper order, we can go ahead and finish up by reinstalling everything else. So we're going to go ahead and throw on the engine cover real quick, and then we'll go with the strut braces. Okay, so this is just going to go on like so. Just gonna avoid these cables right here. Okay. Just like that. Okay. You can go ahead and get these the 4 bolts on. These are just 5mm Allen head bolts. Okay, that's done. We can go and get our struts on. I'll probably put this ECU box cover on as well while I'm here. Okay, so this cover, ignore my trickle charger right here. But yeah, this cover is just going to, let's tuck these wires back in, maybe. Okay, so this box is just going to go in like so. ahead and lock the ECU tabs just by lifting up on one of the little corners. This might be kind of hard to do with one hand, but you can see on the ECU box we got a unlocked lock and then a locked lock. And you can see here, this is what we're referring to. So to unlock it, you slide it to the right, and to lock it, I'm going to slide it to the left, but it is currently locked in the unlocked position with this tab right here. So I'm basically just going to lift it up and then slide this guy back. Which might be difficult to do. Maybe. Yeah. Here, let's do this one back here. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna lift it a little bit. Try not to snap anything. And I'm gonna slide it backwards, just like that. And it's now locked. So we're gonna do the same with this side. I can't quite show it because I can't do it with one hand, but you get the idea. All right, so ECU box is now in. Get these rubber guys in and around it properly. Okay. So now let's go ahead and install the strut braces. It's in, so we'll get the bolts in. These two big guys. This one right there. And then we're just going to tighten that guy real quick as well. So these ones are E14 right there, and then the big guy is E18 right here. So let me tighten that guy real quick. I'm going to tighten this guy first, and then I'll tighten the other ones. Okay. The big one's supposed to get torqued down to 74 foot-pounds plus a 90-degree turn. Supposed to be 74 foot-pounds with a 90-degree turn. I'm not going to do that because it's scary, and it doesn't seem like it's really going anywhere. I think it's bottomed out anyway. So yeah, I'm just going to torque it to 74 foot-pounds and call it a day. These E14 bolts, these go down to 30 foot-pounds, and it's supposed to be plus another 60 degrees, but just like with that one, I'm just going to go to the initial torque value and call it a day. So these go down to 30, 30, 30. Alright, strut bars are done. Let's put this cowl on now. So I've already loosened up this guy, or opened it up so I can just shove my harness in there. So yeah, let's go ahead and stick this fucking guy in. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stick this harness into the little plastic tubing. Okay, that looks good. Let's go ahead and clip the plastics that hold these two wires and harnesses together. This piece first, it just pops in Just gonna pop in somehow. This pops in here, here, and there. There you go. That's all in. So now we can get this harness into place. This guy, okay. That should be good for that. Now we can put the top cover on. So this should just clip in to these, one here, one there, one there, one there. Should just clip right up. Just pop it in at an angle, I believe. Miss this one. Okay. Should all be good. Snap them into place. And boom. So now we can just start screwing some shit down. I have 2 machine screws and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. So the machine screws go right here in the corners. Let's go ahead and tighten this guy down. Should be one here, and then all 4 of those cabin air filter screws. Before I forget, don't forget your little cover that goes in the center for your strut braces. So put this guy in here, and then it turns. Turn with a flathead, just like so. Okay. Get this filter back on. Now is a good time to change your cabin air filter if you haven't already, but like I said, they just changed this because I just bought the car and I already have to take it apart. So let's get this filter on. Goes on just like so. Just over like that. You normally would have a screw right here, but don't seem to have one. Not a big deal. Alright. So now with that cover in place, we can install the covers for the ECU as well as the brake fluid reservoir. So this just goes on like so, and you just clip her in. And there's the little rubber tabs that, again, kind of get in the way of everything. Okay, that's clipped in. This is clipped in. Okay. So that's it. That's it for that side. So, again, there's a little thing right here. Okay, clip her down. Get your little rubber clip over here. Okay, just gonna go ahead and re-clip all the harnesses and stuff that I unclipped before. So this guy is part of the wiper fluid. Just clips on to the corner of this cowl right here. So yeah, just clip it on like so. Okay, that's not going anywhere. Your air quality sensor right here goes in like so. And then it also clips onto the cowl the dealership that had it, they had it facing this way, but it's supposed to face this way. Okay, that's it, and it's locked in place. Cool. So we'll just get our clips in. That's 1, 2, and presto. So that's it, we're all done. Now I just have to drive it around and pray that the valve cover gasket doesn't leak at all. You know, in the next couple days. That was very much not a fun job. All in all, not a crazy difficult job per se, but definitely a very time-consuming job. So, sucks that I had to do it, you know, having the car for a day. Not even, but anyways, it's all done. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it was helpful. Like and subscribe. Peace out.